If you've ever been confused about what to invest in and you don't want to pick risky stocks, well then this video is for you. I'm going to give you 4 beginner-friendly ETFs that you can buy and hold forever. Simply just put your money in, set it, and forget about it. Let's make this simple. Now before we get started, it's important for you to know what an ETF is. All ETF stands for is an exchange traded fund. To put that in simple terms, imagine you wanted to eat healthy. But instead of having to just pick one special fruit, you decide to get a basket full of different fruit. So instead of just fruit, this is stocks. Think of it like instead of having to pick between Apple or Facebook or Microsoft, you go ahead and get a basket full of all of these companies. And that way, as the market grows, you grow with it and you don't have to worry about which company is winning because you've invested in all of them. So now I'm going to give you my top 4 buy and hold forever ETFs. Now, number 1, we're going to start with VTI. Now, this is the Everything in America ETF. Basically, with this ETF, you're going to own almost every single company in the United States. That's over 4,000 companies. Now, with this ETF, you get access to bigger companies like Apple, Google, Tesla, etc., but also smaller companies that you've never even heard of. Pretty much with this, it's a benefit because you have low cost fees. It grows as the US economy grows. And most importantly, you get access to all types of stocks. So this is pretty much investing in literally everything. Now, the second pick is going to be SCHD, better known as Pay-As-You-To-Wait ETF. This ETF is full of strong companies that pay you cash every single month just for holding them. This is called dividends. So an example of this can be basically planting a money tree. And as it grows, you don't have to sell anything. You honestly just get paid while you're waiting and watching it grow into a bigger tree. Now, some advantages of this is that you get regularly paid dividends. Also, these are strong, safe companies that have been around for a while. And most importantly, as you get older and invest more in there, this can tend to replace some of your income. Now, the third pick that I'm going to give you is 𝐾𝐶, aka the Tech Growth ETF. With this ETF, you get access to bigger tech companies like Nvidia, Meta, Apple, Google, Microsoft, you name it. Now, some things that make 𝐾𝐶 great is the fact that it has major long-term growth potential. Like I told you, in the short term, it can be a little choppy, just bouncing up and down. But overall, on the long term, these type of ETFs will go ahead and skyrocket. They help out your portfolio tremendously. Second, you have access to tons of major tech companies that are focused on growth. Now, lastly, for the 4th beginner ETF to buy and hold forever, we're going to go with VXUS. Now, aka this is the Everything Else ETF. So a lot of people only invest in America, but they don't know that they have access to invest in Asia, Latin America, Europe, wherever. And this ETF is just like that. It will go ahead and give you access to everything outside of America. That way you have a hedge if the US economy is not doing well. So just like earlier when I told you that VTI was basically an American fruit basket, well, VXUS is an international fruit basket. That's the simplest way you can put this. Now, some reasons why I love VXUS is because it adds exposure to the world market. That way you don't have all your eggs just in one basket. If the US economy is not doing well, you have a hedge against that if other areas in the globe are doing well. Now, I know you're wondering, how are you exactly going to use these ETFs? What percentages, how much do I put in here? Just look, whatever it is that you choose to invest, whatever dollar amount, you can go ahead and split it up into portions such as this. Now, this is just an example, but 50% into VTI. Maybe 25% into SCHD, maybe 15% into 𝐾𝐶, and maybe 10% into VXUS, right? Now, this is just an example, but it's showing you that you are diversifying that $1, that $100 that you are investing into 4 different baskets of companies. And honestly, even if you were only to invest in a couple of these, let's say you just did VTI and SCHD, you would be doing more than most people are already. Now, you can use multiple different apps to invest. Robinhood is a great beginner-friendly app, but you also have apps such as Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Vanguard, M1 Finance. There are several brokers that will give you access to these ETFs. All you have to do is hit the search bar. You'll type in either VTI, SCHD, VXUS, or QQQ, and those funds will pop up and you'll be able to buy the whole share price, or you can buy pieces of the funds. Either way, over time, as long as you're dollar cost averaging and putting money into these are great for beginner ETFs that you can buy and hold forever. Now, I must let it be known, I am not a financial advisor. All of these videos that I make are for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you are deciding to invest money into stock markets or anything, you should always do your own research and consult a legal professional before you invest your money. Sometimes you will lose money. Matter of fact, most times you will lose money. But you always want to make sure that you are doing your own due diligence. Most importantly, remember, the goal isn't to get rich quick. The goal is to build up wealth slowly over time in a safe manner. These 4 ETFs that I've given allow you to build wealth slowly over time, investing in thousands of stocks instead of having to stress out about one single stock to pick. And most importantly, you don't need a finance degree to do this. You're buying baskets of great companies and you're getting the rewards of them all. If you're serious about building wealth, this is a great place to start, stay consistent, and let it grow over time. And drop a comment below. Which one of these ETFs are you planning on investing in? Matter of fact, maybe it's not one of these. Maybe you've done your own research and you decided you feel like another ETF is better. Go ahead and drop the comment and we can all discuss this. We can learn from each other. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I'm your host, Marcus. You're here on Zero to Wealth, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.